Record. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to introduce Jose, and Jose Ucar is going to talk about the clarity of your message that will get you customers, that will get your customers to listen. So Jose is the host of Speak to Sell Yourself and Your Business Show, a unique live event for business owners and people in business who want to sell more, stand out, and grow through the power of their voice. Featured on Yahoo Finance and Yahoo News as one of the top 10 public speaking coaches, some of the articles have been featured in Mentors, Thrive Global, Disrupt Magazine, and the Influencer Age. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a massive Speaker Express round of applause for Jose Ucar!
Woo, people, what a pleasure to be here. Thank you for that introduction. Come on, I want you all to unmute yourselves. I don't want any mics muted while this session goes on. Elliot, sorry, are you done? Or can I take?
I'm done. No, it's over to you.
All
now.
right, cool.
Your time starts now.
Esther, I love how you spelled my name with a Jose. It's actually with a J, and it's all good in the hood. I'm going to be sharing.
I knew that.
Oh, you knew it. Oh, you knew it, and yet you didn't.
Yeah, I just wanted your attention.
Right? Wow, there we go. So that's a powerful way to capture my attention. And now you have my attention, and I'm going to quickly do that. I'll share my LinkedIn right before I start for all of you to connect with me if you like. And Elliot, can I share the screen? Do I have no? If you don't want me to share the screen, it's okay. I won't share it unless you want me to. And I've got my cat scratching his nails up there. Goodness me. Am I good? Okay, cool. Let's just share. Let's get the party started. Okay, it is my, hold on a second. Baby, can you take care of the cat? Just go. Things that happen. I mean, it. Okay, coolio. Where is my presentation? Where did it go? Can you see it here? Can you see my face? Can you see that one there?
Yep, we can.
So fantastic, people. So unmute yourselves unless you're going to be very loud, because I want you to interact with me. I may ask you questions, and I want to feel your presence right here, right now with me, because today is about clarity. And the clarity when you speak, the clarity of your message, because remember, as business owners, clarity will not just go when we go and present ourselves. I'm just gonna, I know that cat is just doing my heading. Anyway, so it's not just when we present ourselves, that clarity of the message is gonna go on a website. It's gonna go even on a business card. Some people still use those, which, after the pandemic, I'm sure not many people do. So on the emails that you send out, all of them, and what I'm going to share with you, it's a bit speaking about structure and what Elliot likes to speak about, structure. I'm going to give you one of them, and how to make your clients, because you know what I find a lot is people in business, we're running our businesses, and it's all about us. It's all about our offering, the products, but it's actually sometimes we don't tend to focus on the client and putting the client at the center of it and making the client or the potential customer the hero of that story that we're telling. And this is what I'm going to be diving deeper into in a moment. But first, I want to share some of the things that happen. And when I say why businesses fail, by the way, there are many other reasons, but this is about clarity. When I speak about clarity, the first one, think about it for a moment. If I start speaking too much and I go, touch on different points and I go off the tangent, down the tangent, whatever the tangent is, and then in your mind, you start burning too many calories. When you watch a video and then it doesn't tell you what it is about right away, or when you watch a bad movie, a film, and then, you start burning too many calories because it's not making sense right away. So you, in your mind, you cannot even anticipate what's going to happen. Then you're burning too many calories. You're not understanding. You're off. You're off that message. You're off that presentation. So what is one of the things that you can do, plus what I'm about to tell you next, is that your message and what you're doing is not focusing, especially when it comes to selling, especially because it's what this session is also about, not focusing on the basic needs to survive and to thrive. And here, I always like to use the analogy. Imagine that you are a relationships coach. And then in your message, you go, I'm going to transform your life. And we're going to challenge your limiting beliefs. And you're going to learn to love yourself. And that's what you speak about. That's what you share, all of that. Well, think about it for a moment. The person that you're helping, when they wake up in the morning, you think I'm going to be, I would love to love myself a bit more and be grateful. most likely that person is going to go, I don't have a boyfriend, I don't have a girlfriend, I want to find that partner. So that's what I like to call speaking to the tip of the iceberg, the thing that you can see. That's the message. That's the clarity. Speaking to what people need. Speak exactly to what people want, and what people need, you will give them. You will give them that later. But it's just, what do I want? Of course. So appeal to that. That is what I mean, the survival and the thriving needs, because we're all transforming ourselves. So those two. And then I go about clarity, and I couldn't find a picture of Elliot, by the way, which I wanted to put in there. But in principle, when people hear you, when people see you, this is a cave woman, because it's just everything about cavemen. So I'm sure there were cave women back then, I hope. Otherwise, I mean, does it make sense? Anyway, so what I want you is just to take a look at your website, take a look at your message, take a look at your page, and tell me if that cave woman would be able to identify right away exactly what it is that you offer, exactly how it will make the life of that person better, and what they need to do to buy it. 3 simple steps. Apart from asking ourselves in our mind, can I trust that person, and all of that, which is also important, of course, which comes to the part about the pitch, but answer this quickly on your website, on your message. What do you offer? How will it make the person's life better? What do they need to do to buy? Quickly. I'm going to tell you now an analogy that I kind of drafted this last week because of Clubhouse. I was thinking about something, and let me speak about this. And by the way, we could actually use here Mufasa and Simba, if you like, Walt Disney, and many more. Okay, because this is just a structure that I really like, and that puts your customer at the center of it. It turns your customer the hero of that story that you're telling. And then once you have this, you can create the message that can start from like a one-liner to a connection message. That's what Elliot likes to call it, the connection statement, or that mini pitch, to a larger pitch, to all of the communications you're going to be using on your website, on your presentations, and so much more. So imagine, you might wonder, well, Jose, what do you really mean? Okay, so imagine I'm Obi-Wan and Elliot is Luke. So at that point, we kind of know, if we go back and watch Star Wars, or if you want to think about Simba, Mufasa, all of this, Luke is actually struggling, and he's having 3 types of problems, okay? Internal, external. Internal, because he doesn't know what he doesn't know. He's lacking the confidence, and he doesn't believe he's capable. Internal problems of your clients, think about it. Then external, he doesn't have the skills to become a Jedi. He doesn't know how to use the lightsaber, all of the external stuff. And then philosophical, which is the whole empire thing and everything, how that is going to impact the galaxy. So at that moment in your message, you are appealing to that problem. And then from there, what you want to do is to position yourself, and I'm going to explain it here better. Then you want to position yourself as that authority, as the go-to person. And this is always ongoing on your message. So imagine you're thinking about Luke Skywalker, is your client, then the problem. And what happens? Why do we speak about the problem? Because this is when we connect at a deeper level with our audience. And this is when empathy takes place. What happens here? Like no trust. You've heard that before. Yes, this is the emotional case in a presentation, in a sales process. And then the go-to person, you position yourself as the mentor, as the guide, as the Obi-Wan of your audience. What happens here? You're raising your authority. What happens when you raise your authority? They see you as the go-to person. They trust you. Yes. They respect you, because sometimes trust is not enough for people to buy from you. So they respect you and they believe in you. And in that process, then you're presenting a solution. And then for Obi-Wan, in this case, the solution is that he teaches Luke, he shows him the way. He teaches Luke how to use the lightsaber, the power of the Force, and everything else. But he does it by showing that he can do it as well. And also by showing that he was once also a Padawan. So catching my drift? All of the journey in there to craft a message that is very clear and that is putting your client at the center of it. Once you have all of this, beautiful. There is always going to be a call to action, people, because if Obi-Wan wouldn't have pushed Luke a little bit or a lot, The same with Yoda. And I hope you really watch Star Wars, because otherwise this is not working out. Then a call to action, two types of call to actions. I always like to recommend a call to action, which is going to be direct, buy here, or download, or book a call. And then the transitional call to actions, which are, for example, well, in this case, actually, it's the download or a call to action that is going to lead to further developing or nurturing that relationship. And everything that you do in here, from putting the client as the hero of your story, okay? So you're speaking to them at each step while positioning yourself as the authority, as the go-to person, so that they respect you. You're always doing this with the intention to help them succeed. So you're always clear in what they want because you understand that and you've done it, and to avoid failure. Because as human beings, that's why we're appealing to the, as I said initially, to the survival and to the thriving needs. Because as human beings, we are running away from failure, from pain, towards success, towards satisfaction. And then you have simple way to craft a powerful message that then you can use everywhere in your business, not just when you speak. You can use it on all of the different marketing materials that you have. And as a sign of appreciation, Elliot, for giving me the opportunity here, and for all of you people for listening to this session, which has been very short, and I know I also need to go now because of my birthday, which is actually quite good. I've got a chocolate cake. Just scan it quickly, and I will give you access. This is the sales process I use on a one-to-one calls that has worked really well, especially this year after the pandemic. And I've used it for people that want to pitch on a one-to-one and things like this. So if you quickly scan it, you can access my membership area with lots of different resources. So it's not just that. So that's kind of my birthday present from me to you. And it should be the other way around, people. So thank you so much for listening. It's been a pleasure to have you as an audience tonight. And I'm going to go back to my wife in a moment. If you have any questions, Elliot, or if you want, it's over to you now. Woo.
Hold back a little bit. So first of all, let's give him a round of applause. Yay, well done, Jose. And if everybody can just type in